Welcome again, Scorpio. It's June 2025. Dadici here with your karmic update. The karmic wheels of motion here in your horoscope with some really significant transits taking place, namely, and the ones I want to focus on mostly, Saturn and Neptune here in your sixth house. Feeding the wolf while patching the fence is an apt double idiomatic phrase that might adequately describe this. Daily work is going to become much more demanding, but if you're able to step up to the plate, this can be very, very purposeful. Sixth house is your work. It's health issues. It's co-workers. It's got to do with meaningful service. But you're expected to show up. You got to grind smart and take full responsibility. Responsibility, response, ability, your ability to respond. And that has to do with the transit of Venus in your seventh house. It's your personal relationships. It's got to do with your workplace relationships, especially with your boss. Mars, the ruler of this conjunction, is in your 10th house of career. So your ability to respond determines how responsible you are. So take full responsibility. Don't shrink back from that during this month. You'll notice also Jupiter, finance planet for you, and also the ruler of the fifth house of love, children, creativity, moving through the ninth house, connecting with Mercury here somewhat. This is the zone of spirituality, values, and the standards that you're setting. So this ties in with all of these other factors I'm talking about. The full moon in the second house on the 11th is also an indicator of the standards you set for the money that you earn, the way you earn your money. These are all questions that are going to come up at those points that I've mentioned. Health is a real factor here. It's a 2.5-year transit for Saturn, much longer for Neptune. So how is your work impacting your health? How are the people you work with impacting your health? Up until the 18th or so, Mars will be focused on your work and the Saturn transit may be obstructing you. However, the transit of Mars into this 11th house at that time will open some doors for you. It will start to make you feel as though your hard work hasn't been in vain. You'll notice that old coping habits, the ways and means by which you got things done before, start to collapse. Neptune, the idealistic planet, Saturn, the pragmatic and able to respond planet, somewhat opposed in nature. What you dream of now is not manifest easily. That is why you have to look for new methodologies. Sixth house is the routine, the systems and procedures that you use in the work at hand. There's that movement of Mars into your 11th house. It's in a right angle to Uranus. You can expect some challenges in your relationships, but again, it's got to do with patterns of control, boundaries, and getting rid of any resentment that you have, because that's going to color your relationships and that's not going to help those relationships. So you need to cast that aside. Routine is going to be your lifeboat right now. It's not restrictive, although you may think that at first. It's stabilizing. It sets the ground rules and the boundaries for what it is you want to achieve, how you want to achieve that, and with whom. Now, I mentioned earlier the systems that you're using need upgrading. You need more precision in the way you're doing your work. Saturn allows you to slow things down and look at those things in much, much greater detail, microscopic almost. And remember, being useful is not about overextension. It's about consistency and value. You're going to learn how to serve with strength this month, this year, and next year, and the year after because of this transit. It's serving with strength, and it's not necessarily self-sacrifice. That's the domain of Neptune. Once Saturn passes the full conjunction of Neptune shortly, you'll start to see those ideals, those visualizations being earthed, if I could put it that way. So, the new moon on the 25th is the last thing I want to talk about here, and its impact on those standards, those ethics, those philosophical views that you have. This also tells us about education, journeying, mental and spiritual expansion. So all these things are covered by the opening of the new chapter by the new moon on the 25th. Get ready for it. Do you see those links there? My assistant has put some links there over to astrology.com.au, Scorpio. Go and have a look at what else I've written about this important, if not significant, transit of Saturn in your 6th house. It's just starting now. I've got a lot more information for you over there. Lots of free stuff, 6,000 pages in my site. All yours for free. If you need to drop me a line, do so. I'm here to answer your questions. Don't forget, subscribe. That helps our channel. And I'll see you here, same time, same channel next month. Bye-bye now.